Well, hello my YouTube friend. Today it is my utter pleasure to present you this beautiful knife that I recently acquired. I've been waiting like a week, no more than that, before doing this video, but I wanted actually to do it the very first day. I didn't do it because I wanted to hold this knife, carry it, use it as EDC, and that's what I did. And actually, I can tell you something, I might wait a little bit, I should have waited a little bit before doing this video in order to be even more in awe of this knife, because that's what is happening actually. Every single day that passes, every single minute that I have this knife in hand, the awe of the maker and of the knife is growing by the minute, and that is it doesn't happen that often. It's truly amazing for me to have a knife like that is growing and growing and growing on me. That is what I love about knives, and this one is really a particular one. So it's truly a pleasure for me to present it. A couple of words on the maker, and that's going to be really fast. It's a maker that is quiet. That's probably the easiest word to define him. We don't hear a lot about him. We don't know a lot about him. We just know that he's making knives for quite a while now. Started when he was a teenager, and doing now full-time knife making since late 90s, I would say, early 2000. Charles Marlowe is well known for the squale. The squale is something resembling to this one. This one is called the A2. The squale has a grind that is not as exquisite as this one, but you might know it because Boker made a collaboration with him. So I would say that for a lot of you, maybe this guy is known only by his collaboration with Boker. So the squale is a thumb opening with a it's a great knife. I had the chance to own one Boker. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm totally erratic as always. I don't know why I said that I had a chance to own a Boker. It's just something that you go to a shop and you buy. But it was a great knife with some discrepancies for a Boker as always. But I was quite impressed, and I really wanted to experience eventually a knife from this maker, a custom knife. And that happened, and I couldn't be happier with that. The only thing that I don't like, and actually I don't give a lot of it doesn't bring me a lot of issues, is that the clip is a bended clip here and in a tip down position, which is not something that I prefer. But in several videos that I made previously, I said that for a thumb opening, this is not a problem. Actually, this one has a good detent, but some of the knife with the thumb opening has a weaker detent, I would say, than the flipper, of course, because you don't want to break your thumb when you're gonna deploy them. So usually the ratio can be kind of wrong, and knives lacking of detent. So when they lack of detent, and when the knife is like that in the pocket, it's more secure because it won't. The blade won't deploy by accident, and when you're gonna open it, it's gonna stay. It's going to stay closed. On the contrary, if it's tip up carry, so like that, the blade can open, if the detent is wrong, the blade can open, of course, by accident, especially when you take it out of the pocket here. I'm going to put it like that, when you take it out, if the blade is just a little bit open like that, it can open by accident, okay? And the second thing is that when you have a tip down clip, when you take it out of the pocket, so like that, it's ready to deploy, okay? Oh, what a nice one. On the contrary, when it's tip up, so like that, you have to, sorry about that, you have to turn the knife in order to open it. So I might sound like I like tip down carry, actually, for a thumb opening, but it's not. For some reason, I still like and I still prefer tip down, and I still prefer a contoured clip, but this one is really an efficient clip, and if you take the saying of this maker, which is a Confucius saying. I mean, if you go on the website, it's a very poor website. The only thing that you will find on Charles Marlowe's website is a saying from Confucius saying that life is simple, and we make all the efforts in the world to make it complicated. Something like that. I love this saying of Confucius, and he pushes the effort to make things so simple that his website has nothing in it, actually. Only a couple of pictures and this Confucius saying. I don't know why I came to that. Yeah, probably to talk about the simplicity of the clip. Of course, this is a simple clip and very efficient, so it's not, like 3D, hidden screw, whatever, contoured. That is what I like, actually, aesthetically. But like that, it's very, very, very efficient. And I told you I carried it for now 1 week, and I absolutely love that clip, despite the fact that aesthetically is not pleasing to my eyes. So that is the only thing that I don't like. Other than that, I am in awe of this knife, of everything that it has in it. So let's talk a little bit first about the handle. So here you have a very nice canvas micarta. I absolutely love this material. This is becoming the material that I like the most. Something that is not really a usual also is the junction with the bolster. That is something that is really particular with that maker. The junction here is, as you see, dovetails. And the dovetails, they are absolutely, sorry, I'm moving here, try to focus, yeah. The dovetail junction here is absolutely flush and seamless on both sides, of course. I absolutely love dovetails. I don't know why makers still continue to make, like just a frontier like that, a junction, when dovetail is so elegant. Absolutely adore that. So yeah, canvas micarta, very nice and simple bolster in titanium, and nice dovetail with a flush junction. I talked about the clip. Now, oh yeah, the liners. Look at that. I mean, the back, as you can see, the liners are anodized in bronze, which gives a very nice contrast with the bolsters here and the canvas micarta. I mean, the brown and bronze is always a good match. I like the standoffs. I mean, I'm not crazy about them, but it's not, simple standoff. You still have some meaning in them, and I do appreciate them. Would I have preferred a backspacer? Of course, aesthetically, but it serves no purpose. And for maintenance, it's for sure better to have a pillar construction as this one. Very nice stop pin here. Very, very nice. Of course, as you can expect, the liners are bronze here also on this side. I absolutely adore the fact that he put the name here and he leaves the blade sterile. But we're going to talk about the blade, which is, to me, the best aspect and best feature on this knife. So let's move on. Of course, yeah, the centering is almost spot on, dead on. A tiny bit on the right, but really nothing crazy here. Yeah, the action. The action is splendid on this knife. Look at that. It's absolutely buttery smooth. Look at that. Oh, man, is that a great action. The detent is good. Look at that. I mean, that won't open by accident for sure. Of course, if you flick it hard enough, it will, but that is the detent that you need for a thumb opening. Other than that, you would, as I said, break your finger, break your thumb trying to open it. And even if you can flick it, with a strong detent, you won't be able to open it, delicately like that, which is also something that I adore. Look at that. That's smooth. If you have a stronger detent than that, you won't be able to open this knife this way. That's just a fantastic way of opening. I absolutely adore the action on this knife. Just splendid. The lock is rock solid. Look at the geometry here of this tang. I just love it. It's 0 degree here, and then after that it's curved. one of the best lock geometry, tank geometry I've seen here. Very, very nice and strong liner here. It's rock solid, absolutely no blade play whatsoever, front to front, side to side. It's a rock solid knife. Now let's talk about the blade, which is the main and most important feature on this knife. Now look at that. This is... man, if I had to choose the best and the most exquisite blade of all my collection, I choose this one in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Look at that. It's just a phenomenal grind. The recurve is so delicate. And look at that. Even the edge is look at that. I mean, you have a tiny edge here. Here it's becoming a little bit more large. And then after that, it finishes with a small edge. Even the edge follow the curve of the line. Here you see the grind lines, which are really, really, really fine grind lines. Love it. A dramatic. I don't know if I can show it to you, but a dramatic hollow. Let's try to focus here. A dramatic hollow grind. Here you can almost feel your two fingers touching each other. It's just a fantastic recurve and hollow here. The swedge here is a phenomenal swedge also. Look at that. Also a very nice, almost a harpoon, and a very nice hollow here also. Now, what is to say about the flat? The flat is something that I've never ever seen. I'm gonna try to focus here to show it to you. Look at that. It looks like it's scratched, but not at all. I mean, it's absolutely fantastically even. It's absolutely even. The pattern is a scratch pattern, but very, very, very even on both sides. Look at that. And to be honest with you, it is something that I've never seen and that I absolutely adore. It brings a very nice contrast with the blade. I don't know if the video gives it the justice it deserves, but let me tell you something. I wish today that I have more that kind of finish than the hand rub, for example, because the hand rub would, would carry some scratches, and this one is very, very nice looking. And again, the contrast with the grind lines here is just stupendous. So this is something that is totally new for me. I thought when I got it first that it was a kind of a flow, that somebody tried to erase something by putting some scratches or something like that, but absolutely not. You can tell by looking at it that it's absolutely even everywhere. So that's a desired pattern from the maker. So yeah, that blade is just splendid. I love also the thumb stud. Very nice. Look at that. Very nice milled thumb stud here. Very, very nice. And of course here the jimping is very, very efficient. You have some kind of a ramp. So yeah, when you use that knife, because this knife to me is a user. I mean, I use it as an EDC. I'm not only fondling it. You know that most of the time, of course, I carry my knives, all of my knives, but there are some that I will use more than others. This one, I use it. Absolutely no problem to use it. So, I mean, you can use it for EDC the more task for this knife is EDC, but I mean, you can put it for, harder use for sure, because here you have a kind of nice choil. The grip is excellent for, combat situation, tactical, which I don't recommend, of course. It can be really pointy here and you can be useful. Yes, you can use it also for, other tasks. The jimping is, as I said, the grip is great. The jimping is very efficient. You can do a lot of tasks with this knife, but of course the main task is EDC, and I use it quite often for that purpose. Okay, so I think that I've said about what I wanted to say about this knife. I can only recommend you guys, if you have any chance to get a Marlowe, of course, I would recommend to get it. I absolutely adore that knife, and I hope that I gave you some incentive to try to find one for yourselves. Bye-bye, my friends. I'll catch you very soon for another video. Have a great one.